And as you can see, we are closer up today. I have nothing on my face except skincare and primer because we are doing makeup. We're doing my current favorite beauty faves at the moment for the month of January. And instead of just showing them to you, I'm actually going to use them on my face so you can see what I love about them. So let's go into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. These and we're here, yes, beauty faves, current beauty faves of the month. But as always, lipstick of the day today is nothing right now at the moment because we are barefaced. Nails, red nails, 757 chili pepper is the color still because this is dip, so it's going to be on here for a minute. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, you all. I was missing this. This is from Burberry, you all. This is Burberry Her, the Elixir. This is still good. Yes, I know they've released like multiple flankers at this point. They've come out. I even like the current one, the new parfum with cherry in it. I do like that one. I talked about it in my recent Sephora video in the releases. But you all, the Burberry Her Elixir is still my baby. And I just had to pull her out right now while it's cold because she's holding her own. I've already done a full dedicated review on this one too, so definitely check it out if you haven't already. But yes, fragrance of the day is Burberry Her Elixir. And now let's get into my current beauty faves. So we're gonna start with the skincare portion, which is already on my face because I wanted to go ahead and absorb into my skin before we get to filming and everything. So first and foremost, when it comes to the skincare category, I have been loving this right here from Tula Skincare. You all, this is their Brightening Treatment Drops Triple Vitamin C Serum. I love this. It's very easy to use. I love how it works. The top like presses down and it works as like a sponge, like squeegee situation to pull up the drops that you need. I'll show you what I mean. You just press on it and there is your product, and then you press it again to release it into your hands. You do this twice a day and it helps to, of course, brighten up dark spots and even out your skin tone. I do have some hyperpigmentation from acne scarring, so that's why this is a perfect thing for me right now. And then the other thing you have to use whenever doing a vitamin C treatment or brightening treatment of any kind, you gotta wear sunscreen. So that's why this has also been a favorite. Not a stranger to the channel, you all. This is from Kiehl's. This is their Better Screen UV Serum. This is hands down been my favorite sunscreen. I've been using this for months now. And when it runs out, you all, I will get a bigger bottle of it because I love it that much. It's SPF 50, by the way, and it just blends into the skin so well. It does not leave a white cast. That is especially important on melanated skin like mine because I want to still look like myself and not be a ghost, you know? So this is the best one I have been using. It has a pump as well, so it's like a quick 2 pumps for me. Put it on my face and neck and I'm out the door, so that way I actually wear it and I don't forget to wear it because I enjoy wearing this. So yes, the Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum, this has been a favorite for sunscreen for sure. Now moving into Complexion, you all. This is something I have been enjoying. I had heard about these, but you all, I love these so much that I picked up 2 shades of it. I picked up the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealers. These definitely went viral on social media and these are absolutely worth the hype that they have gotten because wow, amazing. I picked up my skin tone shade and I also picked up a highlighting shade. So right now concerning complexion, my skin tone shade in the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, I wear the shade NY12. This is the shade I wear in their foundations, FYI too. So that's why I just got my matching color. It comes with a doe foot applicator, and when I say this stuff is so creamy, I mean, it's so creamy and it gives me the coverage that I desire. You know, for those spots I told you about that I'm working on, you know, this is what I use it for. And I always put a little bit in the corners of my mouth just because it just looks better once you put your foundation and things on. So I just use a little bit because this formula is so creamy and y'all, it blends like a dream. Let me put my clips in while I'm at it. I have the little mini clips that you can get at the beauty supply store because as y'all know, I have a haircut. So now you can better see the makeup on my face. A little bit of lip gloss on the face since I have it like essentially all over spread out. And I just take a dual fiber brush, a dual fiber concealer brush, doesn't matter brand, and I just blend it in. As y'all can see, this is what I do to perfect the base of my face before I even get to foundation. So now my foundation won't have to work as hard. But you see how that blends in, y'all? Look how pretty that is. This is why this one has been a favorite, and especially with it being so creamy, it's been more hydrating and moisturizing to me and during this super dry weather we've been having because my skin has been dry, y'all. Like, woo. Just for the record, I have combination skin, FYI, meaning I'm normal all around the perimeters and stuff of my face, but in my T-zone, I get oily. That's what that means. I'm just blending out, like I said, that concealer that I use in those little dabs I put on my face. And again, that's the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer in NY12. I love this stuff, it's so pretty. Now, staying in complexion, I've fallen back in love with this, but then it makes sense when I think about when I got it. It was in January when I purchased this. Was this 2 years ago now? Yeah, 2 years ago. And you all, I'm talking about the Haus Labs foundation. So again, it doesn't need an introduction in the community because it's been around, it's highly loved, and I'm on that train. So just FYI, in the Haus Labs foundation, I wear the shade 370 medium neutral. That is what I wear. I actually got matched in this foundation in January. That's why I said it makes sense that that's why I want to wear it right now, because for me this is a winter foundation. And I always put a little bit on my mixing tray. Start off with 2 pumps. I'm just going to use a flat top kabuki brush. And this is what this foundation looks like. I've been wearing it in a lot of my videos this month. If you've seen the section where I say beauty on my face, you've seen it tagged on my videos because I have been wearing this. It looks amazing on skin and it looks more hydrating to me on my face right now. I mean, the color match is just a yes too. I remember I got matched in this foundation, y'all, on a whim. The head up and I were in Atlanta. I forgot why. And I had some free time. I was in Lenox and I went over to Sephora like I always do. And luckily, you all, I found me a sales associate that wasn't busy. And I was like, hey, can you match me in this foundation? And she was like, sure. And she matched me. And when I say this is so perfect, I love it, especially for my winter shade. Because yes, in the winter time, you no longer have a tan. Your skin resets. The foundation you were wearing in August, you can't really wear it right now. I know that's my case because I get bronze and really tan in the summertime, and I can tell when I put on the summer foundation in the wintertime, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like a pumpkin. So yes, Haus Labs is my winter baby. I'm loving it right now. I'm still working with those original 2 pumps for those that may be wondering. That's another reason why I like this foundation. I don't have to use a lot of it to get a seamless coverage. And again, going back to using that concealer, my foundation doesn't have to work as hard. You see what I mean? This is what my face looks like. No highlight, no contour, no none of that. This is just the foundation. Yes, that again is the Haus Labs foundation. Going back in with the Natasha Denona concealer. This again is the highlighter shade because remember I have 2. My highlight shade that I use is the Y10 shade. You all, I matched myself online just looking at the chart. I did the same thing with the concealer and I'm just glad it worked out. But when I say this has been so pretty as a highlight, this Y10 color, it's described as like a medium tan to dark yellow type of color, which works for me. A little bit of Fix Plus. I'm gonna blend it out with an old school buffer brush, concealer brush. You can do a beauty blender, but lately I've been using my brushes more just to really take it like old school and just get all the way into it with the brush. And I just been liking the look of it too. I'm absolutely a brush lover. Yeah, that's pretty. And that's what the highlight looks like. Again, that's Y10 in the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. Like, I just get excited and happy when I use this and how it blends out. Like, it just blends seamlessly into my foundation and I just love it. And for good measure, I always go back in with my foundation brush, you know, just to truly make sure I don't have any like harsh lines. There's like a huge contrast between the light highlight shade and my actual skin tone shade. I always go back in with it. And that's what that looks like. Now, a current fave. Let's get into this under eye situation. I actually have 2 things for this. I've been using them this month and I'm like, yes, this is my combination. So as you all see, my face is still, you know, hydrated, damp. I haven't set it or anything yet because you all, I use this right here, the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. And I use the shade Peach. Enough people aren't talking about this powder for me. This powder has been out, but they extended the shade range this year. And boy, did we need this peach color. I just take one of my little triangle puffs that y'all have seen. These are like everywhere. And I like the peach color because it just like helps to tone down like the yellowness sometimes and make it more neutral for me, for my complexion. And see, that's what the peach powder looks like on it. And this is a blurring powder. Again, this side without it, this side with it, so you can see. Y'all, I just been loving this powder. Like, yes, I've been loving it for the past 3 months, but I've been really loving it in January. So that's why I want to talk about it this month and show y'all the powder. But you all, this month I went through my makeup and cleaned out some things, and I remembered I had this powder. I've been using it and I'm like, yes, why did I ever stop using you? You all, I found this in my stash and I've had this for 2 years now, because I remember when I got it, I bought it at Sephora. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish Powder, and this is in the shade Tan Deep. And this is what it looks like. So this is meant to be a brightening powder. So what I do is, taking that same powder puff, right, I go in with this powder just to, you know, restore some of my brightness that may have been taken away from the peach color. But when I say it's just been giving me the perfect balance of like setting and brightness to me, I've just been loving this combination together under my eye. And then too, what I do is I take a little bit more and just pat it in the center of my face, because that's normally where we want the light to hit anyway. And I put a little bit above my lip too. Again, not a new product. I've had it for 2 years, but I just rediscovered it. This Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Powder though is slept on. This is really good. To knock off shine, I've been using a little bit of my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder, you all. Normally I used to bake with this, but lately I've been using it all over my face, and I've just been really liking the results of it. So for that reason, I'm also gonna talk about this powder again, even though it's not new. And yes, I have tried on the new pressed powder versions that Huda has come out with, right? And if you've seen my video discussing it, you know I'm not a fan. Not because of the formula. I love the formula. It's just they didn't do my shade right. They got rid of Blondie, because I use Blondie, by the way, in this loose version. They combined Blondie with the Canufa powder, and now it's too yellow, so I can't wear it. So that's why for me, I'm going to stick with the loose, because I absolutely love it. As you can see, look how that looks on my skin. Blondie is just perfect. I love it. I just love it all over. I love it as a baking powder. It really holds the face together. It gives me the blurred effect I want. So again, it's all about the loose for me. I'm sticking beside it. I already have my backup ready because this is almost done. But yeah, Easy Bake Blurring Powder in the shade Blondie as an all over setting powder. I love it, y'all. Next up, my current faves in the eye category. I already have my eyeshadow primer on my eyes. I use the same thing for every look. So this is just what you call an essential product, not a current fave. It's just always gonna be what I use. The MAC 24 Hour Extend Eye Base. Been using it for 10 years at this point. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the palettes I have been obsessed with. When I say every look y'all have seen me do in the month of January has been a combination of these two. That's just what it's been. I have been using this right here, the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Not a new release, but y'all, I saw it. I ordered it at the end of the holiday season. You know, when everybody was having sales and things. I had always wanted this palette, and I just finally said, you know what, I'm gonna get it. And here it is, the Glam palette. It's like a neutral cool tone palette, and you all know I'm all about neutral and cool tone looks, because that just works for me, especially this time of year. It just makes me excited. So that's why I went ahead and got this palette. And when I say I have not put it down since I got it, that's why it's in the video. Another thing I've been loving to use along with it is, I've been loving this right here, you all, from Natasha Denona. This is the Mini Eye Sculpt palette in the neutral edition. I do have the brand new one that just released, the cool tone version. I haven't played in that one yet, but stay tuned. I will be doing a demo of it, because I just love this one so much that I was like, okay, the cool one gotta be everything too. But this right here, simple but effective, and it just works so well with the Glam palette for me. This is them held up together so you can see why I love it. For me, this palette fills in the blanks that's left behind in the Glam palette for me. So combined, they're perfect. And of course, I'm about to do a look with it. I'm gonna go in with the shade Blend right here as my crease color, because it's basically like my skin tone, and that's where I like my crease colors to be. And then in the mini palette, I go in with this color right here, just this nice brownish color. That's like perfect. I just really like this to deepen my crease. This has just been my go-to lately. And by the way, in the mini palette, all the shades are mattes, which I really like. Do the same thing on this side. Yep, we got action. Ah, we got it here. Now I'm gonna go back in the Glam palette. I'm gonna use the shade Smoke right here on the side. I'm using a MAC 224 brush, by the way, to blend out. That's just my favorite. And just to add a little bit more depth in the eye. Yep, I already like what we're doing here. And this is our eye so far. I like where we're headed here. This makes me happy. Now for some shimmers. So we gotta do the Glam palette because the Glam palette has all of the shimmers and I've been loving them. I finally understand Natasha Denona's formula and why it gets hyped because it's gorgeous. So let's see. Y'all know I like a good grayish tone. Let's do this one up here. We're gonna do outer lid, this one right here. I'm just gonna press it onto the eye. Didn't wet or anything. We're just gonna rock out as is. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, this is pretty. This is like the perfect color. It matches my outfit today. And that's what the lid looks like. I just love her shimmers. And when I say this palette has just been giving me my entire life, y'all. It just speaks to winter makeup to me. I told you, I love cool tone makeup. It's just everything. Now to do the outer V and deepen this thing up some more, I'm gonna go in with the lash line color right here, smack dab in the middle of the palette. I like this color because it's a dark, cool toned brown color. It's not black. It's not black. And I love when a color is like almost, but not quite. Because sometimes black can be too harsh and it can ruin a look. And I don't want to go all the way black yet. I don't want to do that. Not right now. And this thing is pigmented. Her mattes are super pigmented, by the way. Natasha Denona's. That's not the reason why I'm loving the formula. A little bit goes a very long way. I don't have to dig into the color to get a color payoff and all that. If anything, I have to make sure I don't have too much on the brush. And I always just take my fluffy brush and blend out some more. Didn't add any more product or anything, but just to make sure everything, you know, is blended. And this has been my go-to eyeshadow combo for sure. It's been my favorite of the month. And I filled in the rest of the blanks on my face, except for the last thing, which is my lip current obsession. And if you've been watching me, this really should not be a surprise at all. Lately, I've been loving cool toned lips, hands down. It's always been either one of these lipsticks mainly this month, like overwhelmingly. I gotta say though, #1, hands down, has been this one right here from MAC, Snob. Y'all have seen me show this as the lipstick of the day in so many videos, so that really shouldn't be a surprise. The second place one would have to be this one right here, you all. This is Pink Peppermint. This is more lavender in my opinion than the Snob, but hands down, these have been my favorite. But since we're talking about current favorite obsessions, let's go ahead and do my favorite lip combination with my favorite. I'm gonna go in with MAC Chestnut Pencil. Chestnut is an oldie but good. We know her, we love her. Whether you use her or not, you have heard of her. And our lips are lined. Now let's go in with Snob. Oh, I love it. Bubblegum, Pepto-Bismol pink. Good. Like, I've moisturized my lips and everything, but you all, in this Arctic cold weather we're having, they're still dry. But I love this color. And yes, we wear the lipstick, we put it on, and we just press it together, you know, to blend it in with the liner. And then finally, you gotta have the signature step. The MAC Clear Lipglass, this right here. Y'all have seen me do this lip combination a million times in my videos. This is how I do it. Just a little bit. Press it in the center. And that is my favorite lip combination as of late. Oh yes. Oh, that's pretty. It just brought the look all the way together for me. And of course, for the final touch with the look, this has also been a current favorite obsession. The Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Spray right here. The Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm is the official name of it. I started off with a travel size, you all, and I bought the full size of it, so that's how you know I love it. It sounds like a paint can, I know, but it's worth it. This is what I've been using non-stop to set my face after I complete all of my makeup looks. And of course, it's not a look without the fan. And now my face is done. This is a face full of my current faves and obsessions for the month. As always, everything I discussed as I did it, used it, mentioned it, will be down in the description box below, linked and or tagged, so you don't have to worry. And yeah, now y'all see what they actually look like. So, you know, I figured it would be better to actually use the product, show it to you so you can see in real time why I love it. So let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about my current faves and obsessions for beauty. But most importantly is, what are your current faves? What are you loving for skincare, makeup, beauty, just all the above? Drop it in the comment section below. I will read them and respond when I can. But until next time, I will catch you on the next video. Bye, y'all.